Hello beautiful souls, it's Karen at Soulmates 99 and today I'm here with a reading. What are the Divine Masculine's thoughts versus his feelings with regard to his Divine Feminine right now? So this pile is thoughts and this pile is feelings. So let's have a look. Just want to say thank you so much for watching, for liking, sharing, subscribing and commenting on my channel. When I get to 2,000 subscribers, there will be a giveaway of 2 decks and 2 readings for 4 lucky winners. So keep doing so. So let's get the tarot. We've got the Knight of Cups, Temperance, Six of Cups, Ace of Swords, Page of Swords, King of Wands, the Emperor, Ace of Pentacles, Eight of Pentacles, and the Fool. So straight off, I'm aware that he's, the King of Cups. He's aware. Sorry, is that King of Cups? No, Knight of Cups. He's in touch with his feelings now. He's thinking that he does have love there for his feminine. And he may not have even expressed it, but it's because he's becoming more self-aware. I don't think he was that self-aware. With the Temperance card, I think he's working on becoming balanced. Balance between his emotions and his thoughts, his logical side, and working on his balance with his feminine and masculine side. He does want that reconnection, that reconciliation with the Six of Cups here. Maybe you've known each other a long time, from childhood, or maybe a past life, or maybe just quite a while ago in this lifetime, and he's got fond memories of those times that you shared. And with the Ace of Swords, he wants to come forward with his truth, to be clear, to, give that clarity once it becomes clear in his own mind. Because with the Page of Swords, I feel it's about a message coming through, of truth. But he could also be watching you on social media. He's watching you from afar, I feel, maybe checking up on you to see if you've moved on. And King of Wands, I think he's got a lot of passion. He's got those loving feelings, but he's also got a lot of passion for his feminine here. And he's gained strength. We've got the Lion here, which also reminds me of the Strength card. He's gained that inner strength. He's been working on his emotions, because both of you may have just thought it was a lustful connection. There was a lot of passion, a lot of fire. And he's working on becoming the Emperor. He's working on becoming this man who's somebody that can be relied on, who's somebody who's stable, who knows what they want in life. They're, comfortable in their own skin, and they're a man that any woman would desire in their life. They're somebody who's reliable. They know what they want. They understand themselves inside and out. So with the Ace of Pentacles, I feel there is an offer. He does want to make an offer to you, okay, moving forward. But at the moment, his focus is work. We've got the Eight of Pentacles. I feel he's working very hard here on his finances, to have that financial stability before moving forward. And then we have the Fool card. So he does want that new beginning. He does want to take that leap of faith moving forward, okay, but he's working on himself and his finances right now. So what else have we got? Renewal, yeah. So he does want a renewal in this connection. You could have been separate and no contact for some time. Insecurity. He's feeling insecure about this connection because we saw with the Page of Swords, he's looking at you possibly online. He's wondering if you've moved on. Is there still a place for you in his heart, in your heart, basically? But he's doing his growth. He's working on his own growth, his own self-worth, his self-esteem right now. And he's doing that in the work to become the Emperor, to become that man that anyone would truly desire. I think there's a part of him that's has had that vanity. He could have been somebody that liked the attention of other women. He could have been a player in the player energy. He could have dated a lot of other women when you met him, okay? So he's coming out of that energy, I feel. But he's also possibly got a perfectionistic nature. Maybe he expected that from himself and other people. And he's coming to realise that, you know, nothing's perfect, nothing is perfection, you know, it doesn't exist. And, you know, he was living behind a facade, maybe, of portraying that he had this perfect life, this perfect job, this perfect relationship, when in actual fact everything was falling apart. And he's hoping for a miracle, you know, he wants a miracle moving forward so that things can, you know, you can reconnect, you know, with the Six of Cups. He wants to reconnect with his feminine here. So why did he run? He had trust issues. He didn't know if he could trust his feminine, but I think also he couldn't trust himself, because if he was in that player energy and he was messing about with other people, you know, he didn't trust himself, really. I feel like a hot mess and I need to get my shit together. So he's working on that right now. We can see that he is working on that. I'm used to being alone. People close to me tend to leave. So, you know, he's had bad luck in relationships. Things have ended. But then a lot of us have, you know, and it, you know, you have to deal with these things. Some things are just not meant to last forever. And we have to heal our hearts and move on from it. And he's sort of holding on to the past here a bit, I think. I'm so in love with you and I want you now. Why can't you be single? So possibly some of your connections, there's another party involved. Maybe you feminines have still got a relationship and, you know, or involved with somebody else. So that needs resolving if you want to get back together with your masculine. You're very spiritual, and I feel effing clueless. So, you know, they may not have much spiritual knowledge or info, but as long as they're open to learn and to find out things, you know, that's the way to go, to be open-minded. Did you put a spell on me? I can't stop thinking about you and it's driving me insane. So this comes up a lot. I mean, the masculines have the feminines on their mind a lot, and they think it's spell casting, and, you know, they possibly not experienced that before. I'm scared to be vulnerable, and I've been taken advantage of in the past. So again, like previous relationships didn't work out, and, you know, they're tarring everything with the same brush. And it's hard, you know, once your heart's been broken and you've been tramped on like that, it's hard to be vulnerable again. But we all have to take that risk, because life is about taking a risk. And what sort of life would it be without any love in it, really? Yeah, again, he's saying that again, have you put a spell on me? So very much on his mind here. He's working on self-love right now. You know, the passion that you shared, you know, it set him aflame. He can't forget that. You know, we've got the King of Wands there. There's a lot of passionate feelings. When I close my eyes, all I see is you. So, yeah, he's, you know, can't stop thinking about you. He knows he's got choices to make about where he's got, you know, where he's going to go next in his life. And he may connect with you on the 5D, you know, have this loving sexual relationship on the 5D here. But his focus is on his work. We saw that with the 8 of Coins. It's too painful for him to feel at the moment. So he's working hard on his coins. There could be lies, deceit and gossip in this connection. You know, other people involved, spreading lies, spreading rumours, which obviously have caused problems here in this connection. Yeah, he's a career-driven man. He's very ambitious and focused on his work, but also to distract himself from his feelings right now as well. He wants that joy and happiness in his life. You know, he wants that happy times. And he's working on himself to become stronger mentally, physically and emotionally right now. So he's had karmic lessons to learn, okay? He's had karmic partners possibly. He's had karmic lessons, so he's working on that. He is missing his feminine though. And he may have settled in the past, or he may have got into another relationship in your separation because it didn't challenge him. It was just easy. I'm not saying that applies to everybody. He wonders if you know, how you know what he's thinking. You seem to know what he's thinking all the time. And, you know, he's possibly not spiritual in any way. And this is all quite new to him. He's working on having that unconditional love in his heart for himself, first off. And he's dealing with attachment and codependent issues, possible neediness in himself or an ex-partner, for example. He's got to balance the light and dark energies within himself, okay? And he's been losing his balance in life. You know, he's felt out of balance in this connection. So let's get some other messages from him right now to do with thoughts. What's he want to say? I know you're angry with me for ignoring you, and I'm so frustrated with myself. Why can't I communicate with you? So you may have reached out and he's just ignored you. I want to romance you and spoil you rotten because you deserve it. You know, he knows you deserve to be spoiled. You literally made me speechless with your beauty. I can barely speak because I'm just spellbound and captivated by you. So, you know, obviously you've taken over his brain, really. My insecurities have held me back from coming towards you, and I'm fighting my battles with low self-esteem. So we saw that he's working on that, and he's working on self-love right now. Finances are a huge concern for me at this time. I don't feel I have the ability to offer you what you deserve just yet. So we saw that he's working on his finances. So I'm just going to clear the cards. So those are the thoughts, and we're going to get into the feelings now. And we're back with now the feelings of the Divine Masculine. So let's look at the tarot. We have the Four of Coins. We have the Queen of Wands. The Emperor. The Death card. The Wheel. Six of Cups. Six of Coins. The Lovers. And the Six of Wands. So straight off the bat we've got the Emperor again, which we had in the other reading, and the Six of Cups we had as well. I feel with the Four of Cups, although it's coins, I think it was talking about his emotions. He didn't feel he had anything to give, basically, I think. And maybe at the time you met, he didn't. If he was coming out of a relationship situation with someone else that basically took everything he had and he felt he had nothing left to give. And maybe that was how he was feeling. When you met him, he had nothing, no reserves, and he was holding on tight to what he did have for himself. But he saw you as the Queen of Wands, and we had the King of Wands in the other pile, didn't we? So there's counterparts here. So again, he sees you as very passionate, very fiery, independent woman. Okay, and as I say, the Emperor, he's working on becoming the Emperor because he knows that that's the sort of man that you deserve, and he wants to be an equal to you in that. And with the Death card as well, he wants, you know, an end to this cycle. He wants that new beginning, moving forward. Okay, and that's followed by the Wheel of Fortune. So that is about the wheel turning. So things will turn into a more movement forward. You know, things have been stuck and paused a lot this year. It's been difficult for things to get off the ground, but things are starting to move forward. And again, the Six of Cups, you know, this is what he wants. He wants this reconciliation, this reunion with his feminine here. And then with the Six of Coins, so he wants to be generous. He wants to be more generous now and share his time, his love, you know, his feelings, whereas before he didn't feel he had anything to offer or to share. He's feeling a bit more that he wants to now. And with the Lovers, I know this is a card about choice, but I do feel this is his choice. He wants to reunite with his feminine. He wants to be lovers. He wants to be in that intimate, passionate connection with her, because he wants victory with her. With the Six of Wands, he wants to have that victory moving forward, okay, in this connection. Yeah, because the feminine brings him a lot of joy, a lot of happiness. And maybe he's been praying here, he's been praying for a resolution, this reconnection with his feminine, you know, guidance on the next step forward for him. Because he wants that abundance in his life, and it's not just about the financial abundance. Obviously, it's the abundance of happiness and love and joy in your life as well, which he's been lacking, I feel. But it's been bittersweet, you know, this connection. You've had the good and the bad, and the times you spent together or some of the sweetest times he's had in his life. And then obviously you've been in a separation, no contact. So it's been very bittersweet connection. And he's gained wisdom, you know, he's gained wisdom through this connection, through meeting his feminine. You know, he's working on this inner wisdom. He's connecting to his inner guidance. And maybe one or both of you rejected the other. You know, you both had this rejection, or you've been rejected by other partners in the past. And this is something you've needed to heal from, to heal your heart from. And he's, you know, been inspired to be creative in his life, to get creative. And I'm sure the feminine has been inspired as well. This creation, you know, there's this inspiration of being creative. And he's working on his self-worth right now, as we saw. You know, he is definitely working on his self-esteem, his self-love, his self-worth right now, until he feels ready to sit on that crown that looks like a, no, not a crown, a throne, to be like the king of all he surveys, to be the king in his life, to be that emperor. So what's he want to say? I can't get you out of my head, so we had that before. I want to walk by your side and hold your hand. I'm too afraid of rejection to reach out right now. So we had the rejection card there. I want to fulfill your every wish. So, you know, they do want to give you everything. I'm afraid I will never see you again. So they're not sure, obviously, where you're at. I would be beyond grateful and happy if you would consider talking to me again. So they have a fear of reaching out from rejection, but they really do want to reach out. So maybe feminine, soften your energy, send, you know, soft energy, loving energy to your masculine, so he feels that he can approach you. You bring out the romantic in me, and I want to buy you flowers, sweets and jewellery. So he wants to pamper you, basically, which he may not have done before. He wants you to know he respects you. And he wants to hear your voice. He's missing the sound of your voice, something about your voice, and you could feel the same about his voice. You represent everything good in this world to me, so he sees you as a shining light in the world. I feel protective of you, so he does feel very protective of, like, other people taking advantage of your good heart, your good nature. And when you're upset, I want to know, so he wants to be there for you when you're upset. I want to make an effort to maintain this connection, even if it has been infrequent. So he really doesn't want to lose that connection with you, feminines, okay? I can sense when there is someone trying to make a move on you. So because you're energetically connected, he can feel if there's another person, another man around you. You bring me joy. So we had that before. He feels a lot of joy in your presence. It brings me great pleasure to turn you on and make you smile and make you laugh. So he loves to be that man that makes you laugh, that makes you smile. You know, that person that is doing that to make you feel happy. So what else does he want to say? When I see how you do not care about money, but are happy anyway, I feel a need to refocus and live day by day. He could be, your masculine could have been somebody very materialistic. I love your quirking, you're different from the rest, inside and out, and I love that you challenge me to be my best. So maybe you challenge some of the things he said. Maybe you don't just go along with it like some people might. I am sorry for the way I've treated you, and I've no excuse. I'm not happy with myself about this. Can we call a truce? So, you know, he's reflecting on the way he's treated you maybe, and realises that he wasn't in the best, you know, didn't treat you in the best way. Everything about you turns me on, from the way you look, your smile, and even when you get cross, it still makes me smile. So, you know, even when you get cross with him, he doesn't get cross. He really finds it a turn on. When I play with myself, it's you I think of, and I have a video of you, and I dream of you there. So he's having sexual fantasies about you. He may not have a video, but it replaying something in his mind, maybe a sensual sexual connection you had. I love you. It's as clear as day to me now. So let's do this. Let's be together someday, somehow. Let's commit to bliss. So he's admitting he's loving his feminine here. Would you believe this? When I looked into your eyes, I saw a past life flashback. So you could have had past lives together. I get scared to look in your eyes, as I feel you see into my soul, and I cannot resist, and I fall even deeper. So I may have avoided eye contact with you sometimes. When I close my eyes, I see images of you and me. So much passion, baby, we create our own electricity. So there was definitely a lot of sexual passion between you. Forgive me, please. I want us to be able to talk. Let's clear the air. So, you know, It's coming through loud and clear. They want to be able to talk to their feminine, to share their feelings and express how they're feeling right now. So what else? He wants to create these special moments with you, things like kissing in the rain. You know, he wants to be able to gaze into your eyes, to be open and honest with you, to share your souls. You know, whenever he thinks of you, it makes him feel happy. And he wants to do those special things, simple things like walks in the park and holding hands. He knows that you're soulmates or twin flames. He knows this is a very special connection. You know, the chemistry you had, you know, from the word go, really. That instant attraction, that instant chemistry. And he wants to start again with you. He wants to begin again by holding your hand. And he wants to have lots of sex with you. And he wants those sensual, sexy nights of passion because you turn him on so much. And he wants to have a home with you. He wants a little love nest with you. That's so sweet. And have a child with you. Some of you may want to have children together. And he wants to have that fresh start with you and a new home and a new loving relationship moving forward. So let's get some final love messages. I don't do timings because it would be different for everybody. But let's just get some final messages. Some love messages from his heart. What does he want to say to his feminine right now? I send messages through numbers 1111, 2222 and many more. Nurture yourself right now. So he wants you to take care of yourself right now. I long to kiss you passionately. He's missing those passionate kisses. You know, there's a lot of passion here. I am healing. So he's doing his healing work, which is a positive thing. I am always with you in spirit. So you're connecting on the 5D, very much so. My soul cannot leave your side. So you are connected by the soul. And when you dance, my spirit loves to watch. So he likes to see you dancing. If you're dancing around your living room or whatever. Trust me, we will be together again. So that's beautiful. So there are your messages. I'm going to leave it there. So thank you for watching. Please like, share, subscribe, comment, and I will see you in my next video. Many blessings. Take care.